Hej allihopa! In this video we're going to be learning some different ways to say thank you in Swedish. Låt oss börja! Jag heter Mark.
Och jag heter Lovisa.
And of course this is a video from Coffee Break Swedish, where we are helping you learn Swedish in your coffee break. And today's question comes from John. John wants to know, what are all the different ways to say thank you in Swedish? So Lovisa, what's our basic word for thank you?
Well, we have one word that's the most basic version of this, and that is tack.
Okay, so we've got tack, T-A-C-K, tack. Let's hear it.
Yeah, tack.
Okay, but we can say more than that. We can add more things to this to make it more exciting.
We can, yeah. You can also say tusen tack.
Okay, so like 1,000 thank yous.
Exactly.
Tusen tack. Okay, when would you use that?
You would use that if someone does something for you that you really wanted or that you really needed. So like if someone does you a favor, or if someone gives something to you that you really, really want.
Okay. So 1,000
you're very thankful.
Okay, tusen tack. Let's hear it.
Tusen tack.
Okay, are there other ways that we can say thank you? Maybe some that we've heard in Coffee Break Swedish?
Yeah, what you usually say in Coffee Break Swedish, you and Hannah, is tack så mycket.
That's right. Tack så mycket. Okay, so let's hear that again.
Tack så mycket.
So thank you so much, basically.
Exactly.
And we also learned a different way to say that. So it's kind of like saying thank you so very much.
Yeah, it's tack så jättemycket.
So tack så jättemycket. Let's hear it again.
Tack så jättemycket.
Okay. Now, the other thing that's very common in Swedish is when you thank people for a particular thing that's happened or a particular event. So, for example, we could say thanks for the last time when you meet someone again after you've seen them before.
Yeah, and in that case you say tack för senast, or you can say tack för sist.
So we've got tack för senast or tack för sist.
Yeah.
Let's hear them one after the other.
Tack för senast. Tack för sist.
Okay, so thanks for the most recent time. Thanks for the last time. Or we could say, what about thanks for yesterday?
Tack för igår.
Okay, so tack för igår.
Yeah.
Thanks for yesterday. Let's see that again.
Tack för igår.
And what about thanks for today?
Tack för idag.
So tack för idag.
Yeah.
Thank you for today. And one very common thing that we often hear in Swedish, I think you know where I'm going with this, when you've had a meal.
Yeah, you would say tack för maten.
Okay, so tack för maten. So thank you for the food, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through each of these phrases one more time and repeat them after Lovisa. So let's go with thanks.
Tack.
Okay, 1,000 thanks.
Tusen tack.
Thank you so much.
Tack så mycket.
Thank you so very much.
Tack så jättemycket.
Thanks for the last time.
Tack för senast. Or tack för sist.
And thank you for yesterday.
Tack för igår.
And thanks for today.
Tack för idag.
And one last one, thank you for the meal.
Tack för maten.
So there we have it. I hope that has answered John's question. If you would like to ask us a question, we'll hopefully be able to answer that question in a future episode. So to do that, just send an email to swedish@coffeebreaklanguages.com and it will hopefully include your question in a future episode. Lovisa, tack.
Tack för idag.
Of course, tack för idag. Yeah, thank you for today. And if you'd like more videos like this, then simply subscribe to our channel and don't forget to give this video a like and hit the little bell icon that appears in order to be notified of when we post new videos. For now, tack för idag och vi ses. Hej då!
Hej då!